Henry Wadsworth Longfellow was also described as a poet of sympathetic gentleness. Two men who found happiness in his poetry were two very famous admirers, Dickens and Lincoln. One can almost see old Abe reading Longfellow's frequently quoted poem, The Village Blacksmith. Under the spreading chestnut tree, the village smithy stands. The smith a mighty man is he, with large and sinewy hands. The muscles of his brawny arms are strong as iron bands. His hair is crisp and black and long. His face is like a tan. His brow is wet with honest sweat. He errs not ere he can, and looks the whole world in the face, for he owes not any man. Week in, week out, from morn till night, you can hear his bellows blow. You can hear him swing his heavy sledge with measured beat and slow, like a sexton ringing the village bell when the evening sun is low. And children coming home from school look in at the open door. They love to see the flaming forge and hear the bellows roar, and watch the burning sparks that fly like chaff from a threshing floor. He goes on Sunday to the church and sits among his sons. He hears the parsons preach and pray. He hears his daughter's voice singing in the village choir, and it makes his heart rejoice. It sounds to him like her mother's voice, singing in paradise. He needs must think of her once more, how in the grave she lies, and with his hard, rough hand he wipes a tear out of his eyes. Toiling, rejoicing, sorrowing, onward through the life he goes. Each morning sees some task begin, each evening sees it close. Something attempted, something done, has earned a night's repose. Thanks, thanks to thee, my worthy friend, for the lessons thou hast taught. Thus at the flaming forge of life our fortunes must be wrought. Thus on its sounding anvil shaped each burning deed and thought. I too have found happiness in reading and writing. In one of my poems, I tell about two encounters I had with a manatee. One was in a boat and the other was in a dream. Manatees are mammals and look a lot like whales and dolphins, but their closest living relative is the elephant. They embrace each other with their flippers and press their thick lips together in a kiss. There are fewer and fewer manatees today because the propellers of boats and jet skis have injured and killed many of them. They now are on the endangered species list. So you can imagine how happy I was when we floated along next to one in our boat in the Gulf of Mexico. After I dreamed about swimming with that manatee, I knew I had to write about it in this poem, An Ode to a Manatee. This is what a manatee looks like, and this is my poem. Our inlet has received a guest. She moves around so slow, yet free. We stopped our boat to float along, to observe you, manatee. An ancient-looking sea mammal, you sport whiskers on a wrinkled face. Thick lips harvest a seagrass salad at a most relaxing pace. Your skin reacts to human touch, of being scratched and tickled, too. You nursed your calf on mother's milk, exactly like we humans do. Your back is sliced from whirling props. Some scars are old, some new. Our thoughtless, pleasure-guided life has taken a toll on you. I've dreamed of us swimming together, How we splashed in our saltwater play. I could feel the flurry of your flippers and smell your seaweed bouquet. Those squeaks and squeals you made told your young calf to stay at your side. After a briny tasting goodbye kiss, you left with the rolling tide. As I recall these two encounters and ponder your endangered plight, I know we're all in this together, but how can you put up a fight? I promise to help you somehow, for you now live in the heart of me. God's signature is written large in the sea by a manatee. Happiness is different things to different people. Writing poetry makes me happy, and I love to read or listen to poems other people have written. Whatever makes you happy, you can read about it at the library. And who knows, you might even find a clever poem that makes you happy and that brightens up your day. Thank you.